Next I want to think about the bottom area and the grass, like the bottom area of the kind of grass, and think about how do we recreate this chaos that's going on down here. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do with this is I want to just lay down a base of kind of darker green. So we've pretty much got green in there. There's some sky popping down, but we're going to say the sky's probably only going to come down about this far here. So underneath that, I'm just going to use my pastel on its side, okay, and I'm just going to add in a little bit of a dark green base coat like this. The reason for this is that we don't really want to have the bright white of the paper popping through at the bottom. We want to kind of have that as an almost solid green. Okay, so we need something to start it off. Now, if you get into this pastel thing and you really enjoy it, there are lots of different kinds of pastel papers that you can use. And they come in heaps of different colors. So you can have like a, light blue paper or a peach colored paper or whatever. So look into that if you're interested. All right, so now that we've got sort of a base of our green, now we're going to start using some of those skills that we learned before, and we're going to build up on our greens. We want to start off with the darker ones first because they're more in the background, and then the lighter greens are going to really pop out at the front. Okay, so I'm just going to use the brown and the ochre, and I'm going to kind of draw some of these stalks here into the base area. So these are like the darker stalks which are sort of hiding in behind the other ones, okay? The yellow ochre is quite good because this mixes with the green and it creates like a nice muted green. You might do a few like little random sideways ones or like swishy ones like that, like you can see in the grass that are, doing that. Then I'm going to come back with some darker greens as well. There we go, that's getting better, eh? And you don't even really notice the browns that we did, but they're just in there and they give the impression of like a built up grass area. Now to do our lighter green, we've got, if you've got the same set as me, you've got this nice bright green. So that's going to be our sort of front green. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick up on the first stalks that we did. So we're going to add a little pop of bright green there and then come down the stalk. And that's too soft, so too rounded. So I'm going to have to take off the paper. And I'm going to use the sharp end of my pastel. Come down the stalk, because these ones on our picture are quite bright green where they come down. Press quite hard with the lighter colours because we want them to really see how those ones are like popping forward out of the background, so we want that to happen. Cool, that's looking good, I reckon. How's your guys' one looking? Is it coming together? Okay, and then finally I just want to use the yellow, the bright yellow, and again it's just going to have to take off this paper, and this will just brighten up a few of the green. So we don't want to do this everywhere, we just want to do this on a few bits of green. Did you see how the little pop of yellow really livens up that green and it just makes it come forward? Nice. So now we've created like this kind of depth in the grass. It sort of looks like you're looking through all these different layers of grass. I mean, there probably are some really dark blacks, so just be a bit careful about putting blacks. Maybe a few little tiny flicks, but it's kind of too easy to overuse the black, so I'm a bit wary of it.